Hey everyone. So while the dill pickles are boiling in the pot, getting ready to, I'm going to start making our bread and butter pickles, our sweet pickles. And I've never done this before, so I'm following a recipe, and we're going to see how it comes out. We're going to start by just cutting the ends off the cucumbers and then cutting them into thin slices. We're going to do this with 6 pounds of cucumbers and then 8 cups of onions. They're both going to go in this bowl, and I'm going to put half a cup of pickling salt over the top of them and mix it in, and then put it in the fridge with ice on top for a few hours. It says 3 hours. And then we'll go from there. Cucumber and onion are all cut up, and covering it with ice and put it in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours according to the directions. So that's what we're going to do. Then it'll be time to make the brine. Wow, those onions got the best of me. So the brine for the bread and butter pickles needs 4 cups of vinegar, 5% vinegar. There's 2. And there's 4. Four and a half cups of sugar. Two. There's 4. There's a half. Two tablespoons of mustard seed. Still got an open one. Two. 1.5 tablespoons of celery. And 1 tablespoon of turmeric. Mix this up. have our brine. Drain the ice from the cucumbers and onions. Bring the liquid to a boil, and then we're going to add the cucumbers and onions and then bring it to a boil again. The brine came to a boil pretty quick. We dumped all the cucumbers and onions in. Now we're just mixing everything together. We're supposed to bring it to a boil one more time and then fill our jars. It smells really good. Definitely smells like bread and butter pickles. Okay, so I got these all to a boil, and now it's time to put them in the jars. Boy, do they look good. The jars are all full, so we're going to get the air bubbles out. Much easier to get the air bubbles out from these than the dill pickles, because they're not packed as tight. Just wipe off the edge and pop the lid on, put it in the canning jar. And we're going to do that for all of these, and then we're going to get it up to boiling. The canning pot, we'll boil it for 15 minutes and they'll be done. You don't have to pressure can them. You just have to get the water over the top of the canning jar lids by about an inch. Bring it up to boiling and let it boil for 15 minutes. And then set them out on the table and let them cool. And that'll do it. That'll get us to the end of making pickles for today. And there's the finished product. 8 jars of pint-sized bread and butter pickles. Can't wait to crack one open. Vermont Homesteader.